Hey, what is going on, guys? Sporty Clash here. Welcome back to another Clash of Clans video, and in today's episode we're going to be talking about something new in Town Hall 16, obviously. Finally, something that really shakes the game up, and that is why I absolutely love the brand new blacksmith that obviously just came out for Town Hall 16. And a lot of people do. The reason why I'm making this video is just because I do want to hear your guys' thoughts as well, but I also want to describe how much, why I enjoy the blacksmith coming to Town Hall 16 and how much it changes the entire game of Clash of Clans. So that's something that's just really cool. So as you can see, we're going to break it down a little bit. I actually haven't made a blacksmith type style video just yet, but I will also make a separate video of some of the stuff that I use permanently. I'm testing some stuff out here just to see how it goes. But yeah, there's obviously nothing new for the World Champion, or there's a couple things for the Grand Warden, but the blacksmith changes the game entirely. So let me tell you why. So start off with the king here. So right now you have the ability to choose the barbarian puppet, which spawns in the bunch of barbarians, which we're used to. That is something that we're used to, and that is something that we've always known for the last 8 years or so, however long it's been. But no longer. You have now the ability to set any type of, I guess you could call it a power up or something. You can really change the game entirely. So right now we also have the Rage Vial, which is something, again, those were the two default ones for however long we've had heroes, but again, no longer. Now the only thing that I will say is I don't enjoy that they're different levels from your heroes itself. So as you can see, I have level 15 and level 15 for the default ones, when in reality they were supposed to be where my normal hero is. So that is something I don't enjoy, but other than that, it's a fantastic feature. We also have a new feature, Vamp Stash, which is kind of hilarious, but every time the Barbarian King attacks, he heals himself. Changes the game entirely. That changes how your attacks could work. That just changes everything. Now I don't actually use that one. I have yet to actually touch that one, but I will have to, explore a little bit with that one as well. But we also have the ones that I'm using right now for the king, which I absolutely love. The first one is the Earthquake Boots. The Earthquake Boots changes the entire game when it comes to my attacks. When I attack in Clash of Clans, I always send my troops directly to the town hall, which 90% of the time is in the middle of the base. Now, the reason why I love the Earthquake Boots and changes the game entirely and actually makes it a lot easier for me to 3-star is because I use 2 jump spells. When I use 2 jump spells, I'll show you guys it. I'll show you guys what I do. But well, yeah, I'll showcase it. I'll do one attack on here, but when I used to attack with before, when Earthquake Boots was not a thing, I would have 2 jump spells, and that would only really get me to the center of the base. But now I have those 2 jump spells, and then I wait until the Barbarian King is at the very middle or stuck in a wall type style, and I end up using the Earthquake Boots, and the entire base just breaks open so that everybody, all my troops, can bust right through that. I absolutely love that. So like I said, it changes attack dynamics entirely, and I think that is such a great feature. Again, in another video I will describe, once I've explored a little bit, which ones that I main for my heroes, but her Earthquake Boots are definitely one of my top tier. And then obviously one of the brand new ones is the Giant Gauntlet. So this is kind of like a Rage a little bit, but instead it makes your hero huge and a Rage, and on top of that it does splash damage. So basically when your hero swings, as you can see from the video, there's 4 all around. It literally takes your axe or whatever, your sword or whatever skin you're using at this rate, and it literally attacks the entire area. Again, that is a huge game changer when it comes to attacking in Clash of Clans. Just recently, when we were actually making the showcase of the Giant Gauntlet, I actually ended up destroying the town hall as my hero, or as my king, was about to go down because he had that splash damage, and it turned into a 2-star instead of a 1-star. So it really changes the dynamics of the entire thing. So that's just the king. As you can see, they put a lot of focus into the king starting off, but we also have the queen over here. So there's 4 over here as well, and there's 5 over by the king. We have the queen. Now the queen also has the archer puppets, which we know and love. A lot of people use it. They spawn in multiple archers. Very, very useful. For me, I actually don't find that very useful because a lot of times I feel like I would get hit with a giant bomb or like a wizard tower, and it just kind of wasted it. But it also has the invisibility vial. Now, I've only seen one person that has attacked me not use the invisibility vial. They actually ended up using something else. I still think this is still one of the best like hero upgrades that you can get for the queen. I feel like that shouldn't be, I feel like no one should get rid of that, but again, everybody has their reasonings, and I also have not explored as much. But they also come with 2 new ones. Now this one I'm starting to explore with a little bit as well. It's the giant arrow. Now obviously when you use the ability, a giant arrow is shot out and does a bunch of splash damage all the way till the end of the base. I'm still exploring with that one. I'm still not sure how I feel about it, but the fact that you could actually end up doing a lot of damage if placed precisely, you could put the archer queen at a direction where it can get almost the entire base and still do a lot of damage to help out your troops when attacking. So like, let's say you have one wizard on the other side and you send a giant arrow and it destroys like 90% of an archer tower. That wizard might not die from that archer tower now because you sent in that. It's just a whole thing that the dynamics absolutely change, and I absolutely love it. But there's also a new one that I do understand a lot of people. This is actually the one that this guy used on me. It's a healer puppet, and it actually sends in healers. So kind of like a queen walk right in the middle of your of a base. So if you send in that queen, I don't have that yet because I have a level 5 blacksmith required, so I don't really have that. But I can see why people use it. It could be a queen walk right in the middle of the base. That's really like useful and clutch at times. So I could see why people do use that. Obviously it needs to be upgraded because right now only one healer is sent in, and that just really doesn't make sense. But at the same time, a queen walk right in the middle of the base is such a clutch thing. So that's going to be really cool to use for when, if anything. So that's for all the queens. I mean, like I said, I absolutely love the workshop or the blacksmith for this region. It changes the attack dynamics entirely, and I'll do a showcase of what I mean. We also have 4 for the Grand Warden. We have our internal dome or internal tome that obviously gives immune to damage, which I'm gonna keep forever. I really don't see a purpose of getting rid of that. And it also comes with the life gem. Nearby friendly units gains extra hit points. That's actually one that I didn't even know I had right now. Didn't even know that was on or came with common. I actually, did anybody know that? I didn't know that. This is the first time I'm reading this. I know it heals, I guess it heals them. Wow, did not know that. But we do have 2 more which are really could help and change the entire attack. You have your clicked on the wrong thing. The healing tome, so heals the Grand Warden and all nearby friendly units. So if you prioritize healing, or it's like if you prioritize, like, obviously it can take some damage. So I really don't think that's really the best idea. I mean, it still takes damage. So I don't know. I mean, people can obviously test it out. I've never actually tested it out because I don't have it yet, but this is the healing tome. If anything, it could be like a giant heal spell. Pretty cool. Not much to say on that one. And then you have the rage gem, which is actually really cool. So as soon as your heroes spawn in, as soon as your stuff is spawned in, they're raged. I could honestly see myself using the rage tome or the rage gem, as well as the eternal tome. I could see myself using both of those. Those would be really helpful. So again, your units are raged the entire time. I think that's what it looks like. So instead of the healing tome or the life gem, it's the healing or rage gem. That's like, I don't know. I might actually try that out. That would be actually really cool. And then unfortunately for the Royal Champion, there is not any. So very interesting. But that's why I enjoy. I know I never had the chance to break down the blacksmith, but personally, I am in love with the blacksmith. I think Town Hall 16 nailed it out of the park when it comes to attacking with heroes, and they really changed the entire dynamics of attacking. And I'll show you guys. So let's get into an attack really quick, and I'll show you guys what I mean by when it works for me. Obviously, I'll have a full breakdown of what I use when I am able to test it all. I'm still upgrading this workshop here, but we're actually going to this one, which is actually really perfect because this is what we're kind of looking for. So we do have a mortar over there. Obviously, everybody's attack strategies are different, so it's going to really depend. So I'm going to throw in that Yeti over there so I can start getting the distractions. Most of the stuff is actually on the outside. I just kind of realized that, but I will be sending in my 2 jump spells right to the center. And there you go, 2 jump spells right to the center. So my troops are heading right towards the town hall, so I can guarantee a 2-star most of the time. But this is where my king really comes in handy, and hopefully you'll see it right here. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get a 3-star. I'm not really too sure. This is definitely a different attack strategy than I'm used to because there's so many things on the outside. And I also forgot my Grand Warden because I do a Grand Warden walk. And that's why I think it would be so helpful for my attack to use that Rage Gem, because my troops are usually 90% of the time inside of my my healing tome of the Grand Warden. So have a Rage in there, change the game. Change the game forever. We're actually going to upgrade that very shortly. In about an hour we're actually going to get that, so that's going to be really exciting. I'll definitely do a video on that one pretty shortly. But all right, so we're going to start the attack because I feel like most of the outside is done. So we're going to start the attack. As you can see, literally everything is inside my my Grand Warden, and I love that. So if I had invincibility and rage going right now, dude, game would change. So as you can see, all the troops are heading right to the center, and I'm gonna do probably one. I'm probably gonna get rid of that town hall. I do not like, oh, the town hall was upgrading. I'm not the brightest. All right, so we are now in the center. I'm gonna use my Grand Warden ability, and then as you can see, there's a blockage here. But with my Grand Warden ability, I probably wouldn't have hit it that early in a normal attack. But as you can see, the entire base opened up because of that attack, because of that that new ability, and I absolutely love it. So now my troops are able to walk throughout the entire base, so they don't have to sit behind a wall the entire time. And let's find my Archer Queen so that we can kind of showcase that one off. So that is something that I absolutely love. Changes the game, and a possible 3-star because of that. So let's go over to my Archer Queen, who is over here. I do have a poison spell. We're going to use that on, I don't even know. It's not going to work, obviously. But as you can see, my queen still has an invincibility one and the giant arrow. I want to get her in a good area, but I might use it right here because I feel like it might be able to help. But my royal champion seems like it's doing damage. So as you can see right here, if that wizard tower need to go down, or that bomb tower, look, it does damage to that bomb tower. So it really creates that like easier chance for your other troops to destroy other things. So I don't know if it was directly because I used my king attack with the ground boots and it was able to open up the entire base, but it definitely saved a lot of troops' lives because now the normal troops are stuck over there and all of my troops would have been stuck. So that is something that I absolutely love about the blacksmith. Changes the attack strategies entirely, changes everything, makes things cooler. So that's why I enjoy it. Thank you for enjoying that little TED talk. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, and don't worry, I will have a full breakdown of what I use entirely in a future video. I'm not too sure when yet, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next episode.